The 2026 Fat Boy brings subtle yet impactful updates to one of Harley-Davidson's most iconic cruisers. At first glance it retains the muscular silhouette that has defined the Fat Boy for generations: wide stance, fat tires, solid disc-style wheels, and that unmistakable presence on the road. But dig deeper and you'll see that Harley has refined the experience in multiple areas: performance, comfort, and technology. Under the hood, the 2026 model continues to use the Milwaukee-Eight V-twin engine, delivering strong torque low down. While the displacement remains familiar, Harley has tuned the power delivery to feel smoother, with revised throttle response and perhaps updated internal components to meet newer emissions standards. The gearbox remains a 6-speed manual, but shifting feel has been refined to reduce clunk and improve smoothness in city riding and highway cruising. Structurally, the frame remains steel with that classic cruiser geometry, but the suspension has been reworked. The front forks are slightly more responsive and the rear shocks offer improved damping. You'll notice better feedback through the bars over rough surfaces, and the ride is firmer yet controlled. Combined with wide fat tires that remain part of the Fat Boy's look, the result is that you feel less wallowy in corners yet still get cruiser comfort on long rides. On the design front, Harley-Davidson hasn't strayed far from the Fat Boy heritage. The big headlight nacelle, chunky front forks, and disc-style wheels are still there. What has changed are finishing details, updated paint options, some new color schemes with darker metallic flake finishes, revised badging, maybe subtle chrome or blacked-out bits depending on the trim. The seat has been reshaped slightly for better ergonomics, offering improved lower back support while preserving the low-slung cruiser riding position. In terms of electronics, the 2026 Fat Boy has stepped up. Expect a modern TFT display replacing the older analog digital cluster, offering ride modes, traction control, ABS status, and possibly Bluetooth connectivity for navigation or phone pairing. LED lighting continues front and rear, but with improved brightness and a cleaner beam pattern. Safety features like cornering ABS and better traction control calibration suggest Harley is bringing its cruisers more in line with modern expectations. Ergonomically, the handlebars are slightly repositioned for a more relaxed reach. Foot controls remain forward set, giving that stretched-out cruiser stance, but with small tweaks in angle to reduce fatigue on longer rides. Weight remains substantial. The Fat Boy is not a light bike, but improvements in chassis tuning help it feel less clunky at low speeds, especially in stop-and-go traffic. Performance-wise, acceleration feels strong, especially from low RPM. The torque hit off the line gives you that classic cruiser punch. Highway overtakes feel confident. Top speed remains well within legal limits, but the engine feels more refined at higher revs and less buzzy on the freeway. Fuel economy may improve ever so slightly thanks to internal tuning and possibly small updates to the exhaust back end or fuel injection mapping. Premium. Another area of refinement is braking. The front dual-disc brakes bite harder and feel more precise, while rear braking modulation has been improved. Combined with upgraded ABS calibration, the 2026 model brakes feel more controlled than before when pushing harder into corners or emergency stops. Finally, to the ownership experience, Harley likely offers updated accessory packs for the 2026 Fat Boy: custom handlebars, performance exhaust options, and special finishes. Warranty, dealer network support, and customization culture remain part of Harley's appeal. Pricing may be a little higher than the previous model due to inflation and the new components, but many riders will feel the upgrades justify the premium. Altogether, the 2026 Harley-Davidson Fat Boy feels like an evolution rather than a revolution. It preserves the raw character and muscular styling that made the Fat Boy a favorite, while smoothing out rough edges in performance, comfort, and electronics. It's a strong entry for riders who want that classic Harley presence with more of today's refinement and reliability.